Hi, in this video, I'm going to talk about TIPS. TIPS is a Treasury Inflation Protection Security. We're going to talk about what are TIPS and how do TIPS work. So TIPS is a type of the bond issued by U.S. government. So it's a bond, then provide protection against inflation. So it's an inflation protected bond, right? Let's see an example. Let's see we say I'm going to buy a tip today. This tip will give me coupon rate is 4%. The annual inflation rate is 3%. So par value is $10,000. The term is 3 years. So this is a tip. So if this is not a tip, what we can get if it's not a tip today. So we invest 10,000 today. We'll receive the interest $400 every year for the 3 years. Then get a principal $10,000 back at the end of the year 3. So annual return is 4%. So if it's not a tip, so it's very simple. You invest today $10,000. Every year you get $400. Then at the end you get your $10,000 back. So your return is 4%. So basically that's the mean. So if it's not a tip. However, if it's a tip, how this inflation gonna apply to your interest and the principal? Okay, we know this example say CPI. This is for 3 years, year 1, 2, 3. CPI inflation rate is 3% each year. Then OID basically is the inflation is equal to the inflation rate, then times the par value. So every year you get a OID. This one called original issue discount. So later I will tell you what's going on with this. So you basically just say this is going to be used to adjust your principal. So your principal adjusted with add the OID to the principal. So for the first year, you adjust the principal is equal to original you bought. The price is 10,000. So you add the 300 on it. The second year, you add the 300 on the top of this principal, first year principal. Then the third year, you add this OID to the third year principal. So at the end of the 3 year, so you will have a principal price is 10,900. And your interest, how about your interest income? Your interest income is 4%. It's 4% not on the original par value. Now it's 4% is on your adjusted principal. So the first year is 4% U times the adjusted principal will give you interest income is 412,000. So on the second year, you 4% year time adjusted principal will give you $424. Third year give you $436. So you see here. However, I just want to mention the CPI. CPI I assume is 3% a year. However, in reality, they use inflation factors like this to adjust the CPI every year, the inflation every year on the principal. So anyway, so I'm just simplifying in this example. So basically, compared to previous, the example say if it's not a tip, so if it was not a tip, you invest 10,000 today, you get 4% coupon every year. The end of the year, you get 10,000 back, right? So now it's a tip. You invested $10,000 today. you will receive interest is 412, 424, 434 for the year 1, 2, 3. And the received principal is 10,900 at the end of the year 3. So your annualized return for the 3 years is 7.24%, compared to previously is 4%. So the tip, you can see the principal and the interest payment rise with the inflation. Your principal, this is principal, and this is the interest income. They all both rise as inflation.